my Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your timeless true love timeline reading. I am your reader, fellow Earth sign that I am, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. I'm not bad, it's just spelled that way. I am a professional witch, a professional intuitive, the president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998 at the time of this timeless recording, author of 2 books, Spell Ingredients from a Professional Witch, as well as Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There is a Kindle version available of Words of Grace. You can click the link in the description box and preview a chunk of it for free, including the table of contents, which you will see is primarily divided into chakra chapters, different graces for different chakras, and it's lovely, it's clean, it's pristine, it's very IKEA, the Kindle version, but the original PDF of both Words of Grace and Spell Ingredients is available on my Patreon, patreon.com/drawingthecircle. We have an online shop. You can literally download it. You don't even have to be a subscriber. Some of my subscribers get those books as part of their level of subscription benefits, but all of my subscribers get 3 things in common. Number 1, they get the daily check-ins pretty much every single morning. Just did one today when I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link so they can chat with me about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a prayer, a blessing, a little something to send us on our way. Best way for me to start the day, and today was different because I'm moving in the next 30 days, going to closing in a house in upstate New York. So they got a little tour of what's going on behind the scenes. I get a lot of exclusive stuff. They also get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s, like for example, the Path of True Love readings with extendeds. This is sort of a companion reading, the True Love Timeline's a little simpler version of it. And they're juggernauts. All of my extended readings are timeless. They're all relationship based, all that kind of stuff, as well as they all get an extensive discount on private sessions with me, spiritual counseling and readings and all of that. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. And I love it. And it's wonderful. I literally took the camera and went upstairs to the magic room and the sorting room and all of that, because some of them are local, so I'm going to be giving some stuff away. A lot of magical tools are going to exchange hands. So I just love it. We're building a lovely community over there. And with this move and everything, they're all being really wonderful about it. So I love it. We have 2 7-day free trials for Seeker and Human, our first 2 levels of subscription. But you can follow us without being a subscriber on Patreon and get the public content. You can jump in at any time. So I think that's about enough of that. Let's move on. The Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal because it's nice to be back at this table doing this work for you. So let's do some explanation for the new Capricorns and Crosswatchers, and then we will jump into the divination. Feel free to jump ahead if you like. We are doing a simple timeline, past, present, and future. It is a general read, of course, using 7 cards in total. And again, like I said, chakras are involved in this. We're going to get 3 Daughters of the Moon Tarot face down for past, present, and future for the heart, throat, third eye, and crown chakras, the internal, the feminine, the yin-ternal, whatever you want to call it, the goddess energy, the stuff behind your eyes. Then we'll get 3 mythic tarot for the lower 3 chakras, looking at relationships in the world, including your relationship to yourself from the outside, looking in at yourself. Mirroring does happen. And we will end with 1 Matt Kahn healing mantra so that even the cross watchers can get some healing done here, hopefully. Some sympathy, some empathy, some insight and understanding for the Capricorns they are cross-watching for, so that we can all make more wise, loving, empowered decisions on the path of true love, which is our hero's journey, our healing journey, our spiritual awakening path, whatever you want to call it, through the many relationships in our lives. Now, we have many different forms of relationships, obviously, but we are the common denominators in all of them. So as we heal, they all heal. We shift to a more well, what I call the true love timeline, right? Making the wisest third eye, most loving heart chakra choices and decisions, willpower, throat chakra, shifting to happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser versions of ourselves and the people that we run into contact with. Unless it's not, and then that's the next challenge. So I think that's enough explanation. Let's get to the divination. Both feet on the floor, if you can. Focus on your breath, if you will, and I will give you my very best. The very best that I can do to help anyone take a step forward in the true love, I should say, in the true love lifetime, shifting to the true love lifetime, because as one of us does, all of us do, little by little, quantum variations and blah, blah, blah. So let's do this. The shift from explanation to divination happens in the still point, so let's find that still point, shall we? Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Goddesses override. As I call upon my beloved goddesses of earth, the sign of Capricorn, powers of the north, please, beloved goddesses of cardinal, creative earth, 3 cards face down, a simple timeline, past, present, future for the Capricorn collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus, signs, and cross watchers. Ooh, clairvoyance is fun. Watching this video, drawn to this reading, please, beloved ones, where has the Capricorn collective and or their cross watchers, if mirroring is involved here, where have they been? That was easy. Where are they now, and where are they headed? Should they make the wisest, most loving, most empowered choices and decisions they can make, just doing the best that they can for this timeless true love timeline read? Now keep in mind that one kind of jumped out, so let's get these 3 on the table as well, face down, the lower 3 chakras. So let's get these on the table. The boys are, I have 2 black cats if you're new to me and my work here, so they're like, what's going on? Everything's different. So they've been looking at me with these looks of help. What's going on? Chaos. Kitty chaos. Let's get these 3 on the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. God's override. As I call upon my gods of earth, the sign of Capricorn, powers of the north, please, beloved gods of cardinal, creative earth, 3 cards in clarity, simple timeline, past, present, future for the Capricorn collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus, signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. Where have they been? Lower 3 chakras, outside in, inside out, relationships in the world. Where are they now in the true love timeline? And where are they headed if they just do their best to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions in the true love timeline? Here we go. We're starting with the past, obviously. Well, let's start on the inner. You got the Strength card. When it's a major arcana card in a read like this, for me as a reader, it usually unifies all the chakras in that zone. So, you know, the Strength card, courage, right? In the past, there was definitely some willpower put in here to follow the heart, to listen to the heart. Usually the Strength card doesn't come up unless there's a need for it, right? Something to overcome, something to move through. And with the Queen of Cups, Helen of Troy in the Mythic Tarot, this could be a Scorpio energy, fixed water, fixed water. The queens are all fixed in the tarot. This cardinal fixed, immutable. So, you know, if you have any planets in Scorpio, there's a hint for you, cross-watcher or otherwise. But certainly from the outside looking in, that can be somebody who is feeling deeply but maybe not communicating it all that very much. The Scorpio 8th house dynamic is about money, sex, power, other people's resources, secrets, and mysticism. So this could be a time where this person has been solo, going in, doing the work to find and summon up that courage. Because, you know, it's water, the element of emotion, and certainly the heart is the heart chakra, particularly courage. The French word for the heart is the cœur, right? So, la courage, mon amour, right? To find that courage within themselves. Pretty good. Maybe not talking about it back then. Let's see what they're doing now. well. On the inside, we have got the Storm, the Five of Cups. You're familiar with the Five of Cups. Nobody likes the fives, but there's no such thing as a purely negative or purely positive tarot card. The Storm. So, with the Death card on the outer, again, Major Arcana, all lower three chakras, going through a transformation. Now, what I will say is that we've got the Scorpio here, which is ruled by Pluto, Hades in this case, in the mythic tarot. So there is a transformation going on. Now, I will say, with the amount of stuff going on planet Earth, anybody who is even slightly vibrationally empathic might be picking up stuff here, because the world is going through the Death card transformation. But in my experience as a reader, 9 times out of 10, it's not about going to ashes as it is rising from, and the amount of emotional healing work that is needed individually and collectively on this planet, I think we will agree, is quite a bit. So fives, certainly things are stirred up. Stormy weather, but all storms pass is the thing, right? So like any other Five of Cups, some are floating face up and others are tilted, if not completely capsized, right? So interesting, I would say maybe some tumultuous stuff going on the inside, but that would make sense as a reaction or a response to massive transformation. I have only seen the Death card mean literal death twice in my entire life, and I've been reading tarot since I'm 12, and I'm going to be 55 next week or so. Yeah, I know, I don't look at things. Let's see where you're headed. Oh, lovely. It ends well. The Harvest, 10 of Pentacles. Now on the inside, that is harvest. You have harvested from the work. Like there's one of the spells in the magical spell cards that I use for the 5-card draw. As the waves in the ocean are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, may my work now bring me to harvest. I am ready to receive my all. So Earth cards on the inside for me are about wisdom that can never be stolen from you, right? From experiences in the outer world, what has healed, what you have gained, what you have harvested on the inside. With another court card, the Knight of Pentacles, the Virgo card. I am a Virgo sun sign, so, you know, if I know you and you know me, I might be showing up. But certainly, even if there are no, I don't always immediately want to say that a court card says it's somebody's sun sign. Most people don't know there are other planets, or do, because look what I do for a living. Anyway, it is slow and steady win the race, right? All of the knights are mutable signs. This is mutable Earth, Virgo. There are beehives in the background, and if you know anything about apiaries and beehives, they're not built overnight. And in the lifespan of a honeybee, they make a little bit less than, I think, like a teaspoon of honey, right? So it is a slow and steady process, but one worth it. And I have to say that is very compatible overall with the Capricorn energy, although in this deck, the Capricorn card is the King of Pentacles. So, you know, starting with two major arcana cards, right? Strength on the inner in the past, the death on the outer right now in the present, in some way, shape, or form, going to or rising from ashes, but then definitely the wisdom gained, you move forward with more sure-footed steps. The Knight of Pentacles, the speed of the horse's walk, right? Pisces is trot, Sagittarius is cancer, and of course Gemini's gallop. They love to gallop into shit, galloping in where others may fear to tread. So this does make sense. Let's get this healing mantra on the table, and then I'm going to make sure my boys are a little bit more settled in. 2 black cats, Melchior and Balthazar, and my Sabby will probably be reincarnating up in Saratoga, coming in as a Samson or a Samantha. A Sabrina, we've already had a Samantha. They're all the same cats coming back. That's why I named them that way. Please take a nice deep breath. Reincarnation is a thing. Still point. As I call upon the ascended masters of true love, beloved ones, please, what is your guidance, your grace, your loving, wise, powerful message in the form of a Matt Kahn healing mantra to help the Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross watchers make the wisest, most loving, most powerful choices and decisions navigating the true love timeline in this timeless true love timeline read. It's my favorite one. This one has been coming up a lot in this series. Inviting Ecstasy. I am worthy of all the pleasure my heart desires. It is my favorite one. I even have a grapevine enchanted with this outside, which I will be moving in the next month. So I'm going to read it from the bookie book. This one is really about healing, believe it or not, and destiny. It is my favorite of all of these. Of course it would be. I'm a Dionysus archetype. So I am worthy. I've used this in conversations with people. I am worthy of all the pleasure my heart's desire, as are you. Right? Work it out. When ecstasy is invited, you feel aligned and ready to receive all the miraculous and joyful gifts of experience the universe is ready to provide you, which indicates that it's holding things back. But, you know, you don't want to let a 4-year-old drive a Mack truck, right? We have to be ready for that level of voltage, right? Ecstasy acts as a cosmic green light that grants your destiny permission to enter. Now, here's where it's the healing part. In many instances, pain can be healed and released once a healthy relationship with pleasure is established. In other words, you're not trying to run from the pain. You're not trying to run from anything. You're being authentic. You're being truthful. You're going through the process and gaining a lot of wisdom, but slow and steady wins the race, which is usually more of an earth sign thing. So that pleasure can then come in, and whatever pain, particularly emotional pain, and it's like that, right? We go through hell, and, you know, sometimes you gotta go to hell to get to heaven. Bingo, Jed had a light on. Sorry. Stupid. But I think you're going to be very, very happy with where this is leading. So the last part of this says, this mantra is ideal for increasing self-worth, elevating levels of excitement, which might be hard if you're in a storm, and allowing bigger dreams, which earth signs, we were very practical. I never thought we were, the house I'm moving to, it is the best of it's taken years to find the right place. So I can relate to this, though I have no planets in Capricorn. So, and my realtor to sell this place is a Capricorn. Work. Yes, which work. So let's put this together in a blessimation, combination of blessing and summation, little word we came up with over on Patreon, and then we'll talk about cool stuff if you want to hang around for it. Please take a nice deep breath. What a busy Monday. Still point. Moon's in Capricorn too. Still point. Pantheonic override. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine. For the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need to navigate the true love timeline coming from a place of strength. The courage wherever they have been have certainly prepared them, though they might not have been very talkative about it if this is them from the outside looking in, or maybe this is about someone who hasn't maybe been revealing their emotions yet feeling very deeply, because where they are right now may very well be in an emotional storm. But all storms pass, and the ground is watered, and the skies are clear, and there's that lovely scent of the air, even though they are going through a transformation in some way, shape, or form, whether this is them individually or they are going through a phase of transformation in their lives, hopefully rising from, and with inviting ecstasy, most likely rising from those ashes so that they can get to their harvest. May their work now bring them to harvest. They are ready to receive their all on the inner. They are ready. They have a nice solid foundation within them to then slow and steady move forward. Perhaps smelling those roses, taking in the detail that Virgo often implies, but nonetheless shifting and moving like sand, mutable earth, as they invite ecstasy, because they are worthy of all the pleasure their hearts desires. So may they be blessed with all that they need to heal, to grow, to learn, to evolve, to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering decisions for themselves, so that true love may conquer all. so that true love may heal all wounds, so that true love may break all curses, ancestral, societal, and otherwise, for their well-being, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. May true love conquer all. So let it be done. So motivate. And so it is. Tingle, tingle, tingle. This inviting ecstasy card has come up, I think, like 5 times already. That's good. Imagine anchoring that into the Earth's electromagnetic field by you doing your deal. And that's why true love will conquer all this crazy stuff that's going on planet Earth, because there's only one of us here. So remember, you are the common denominator in all of your relationships. So even if this is purely solo, healing yourself, doing this for you, do it, because we all benefit as a result. So thank you so much for watching. If you want more of me, please check me out over on Patreon. We've got a lot going on. They're getting a lot of exclusive content, and those of my patrons who live locally I will probably end up giving quite a bit of stuff away to them at the time of this timeless recording. I'm very excited about my new move forward, and with a Capricorn real estate agent to sell this house, I feel in very, very good hands, though he's not with Allstate. So hang in there. If you want, check me out on Patreon. We got the 2 7-day free trials. Check us out for 7 days as seeker or human. Everyone who has done a 7-day free trial has stayed a subscriber, which is lovely. We got the store you can shop in. You can follow us without being a subscriber. Now the podcasts are on Patreon. Patreon keeps Spotify. Patreon keeps giving us cool stuff, so I am all in. And certainly they get my subscribers get the daily check-ins, the extended readings, and the extensive discounts. Let's talk about that extensive discount. If you would like to book me for a private reading with or without Patreonic intervention, there's a link in the description box. Booking private sessions with Mel, whether spiritual counseling or reading, Zoom record, in person. I'm going to be moving. I don't know how much in person I'm going to be doing for a little while, but certainly that video does explain everything for you. I've never turned anybody away because of lack of finances. Where there's a witch, there's a way. I'm a witch, so there's a way. We can work it out for surezies. And I cannot tell you how excited I am about me moving forward here, and with the joy and the excitement and the crap ton of work that I got to do to get this house ready for sale and actually move 5 hours north from here. So say a prayer, wish me the best, because eventually this is going to be happening in a studio in my new home, and I'm very excited for it. So thank you so much for watching. Hang in there, navigate, be the best that you can be, and be the true love you are destined to be in this life by inviting ecstasy. It feels like a pretty good gig. Wishing you all the very best and the very blessed in the timeless true love timeline. Hang in there. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.